Hi y'all, welcome to Wholicious. Today we are focusing on our powerful immune system. Our immune system only wants to protect us and keep us healthy. But one of the biggest inhibitors is anxiety and fear. Both can lead us to illness and depression, which is why today's episode is all about how to strengthen your immune systems. I'm Amber Cottle, AKA Chef Amber, and I am a professional chef, holistic lifestyle advocate, and your host of the show, Wholicious. When it comes to connection with our body, mind, and soul, and we start fueling our bodies with healthy, nourishing food, it will automatically affect our whole immune system. And again, healthy is the new sexy, baby. All right, so when it comes to our organs, our skin is actually our biggest immune organ. And one of the main functions of the skin is to protect us from outer invasions. How can we support this large organ and give it some daily love? Dry brushing. Dry brushing is a tool that can actively connect the body, mind, and nervous system. It stimulates the lymphatic system, which directly affects our immune systems, which will activate you and at the same time give your skin some love. What are the benefits and why do I love it? Okay, I love it because it removes dead skin, leaves my skin feeling super soft, helps reduce the appearance of cellulite, helps with circulation, and promotes detox and helps clean the pores. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I dry brush. So to start, I like to use actually a dry brush mitt. Always start at the feet, and you start at the feet, coming up the legs, and basically every body part, I'll do my calves, I'll do my thighs, my inner thighs, I'll go to my back, don't forget your booty, okay? Every body part we're doing 10 strokes. Come up to my arm, get the palm of my hands, really coming up. You're always moving upward motion towards heart center because the heart is where the lymphatic system drains. So we wouldn't be brushing like that, right? We're brushing up. So really brushing up, come up to the neck, get your other side of your body, and really feel the dry brush on your skin and take a moment to really feel embodied and get present with yourself. It feels really yummy. Okay, so after I've dry brushed, I then start slapping. So start on my arms, get underneath your armpit. You can do your heart and lung chi. I like to get into my liver and gallbladder. And when I was healing my adrenals, the adrenals and liver are in your lower back. So I like to take my hands and really slap my lower back for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Now that we are fully prepared for the morning, let's go into my Wholicious kitchen to show you how to start your morning with immune boosting foods. Today we're gonna be making a creamy turmeric latte, a breakfast salad with sweet potatoes, broccoli sprouts, and avocado, and a really profound Manuka honey elixir. Okay, so now that we're feeling energized from dry brushing, we have an amazing immune boosting meal today. So first off, I just want to say that when we connect our mind, body, and soul and really start to fuel our body with nourishing, healthy foods, it really automatically affects our immune system. Really what we put in our body matters right now. So the first thing that we're going to start with is a turmeric latte. And this is going to be made with almond milk. And this is one of my favorite hacks to show in the kitchen, okay? I want to show you a no-fuss almond milk. Usually with almond milk, you soak the nuts overnight, strain the nuts, blend, and then you use a nut bag, okay? So check this out. Here in the Vitamix, I've got a little over 2 cups of water, and then I've got raw organic almond butter, okay? So I'm going to add my nut butter here to the water. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, and we're gonna blend for quick, easy almond milk. Okay. So I like to have this hot, so I've already got some milk steaming behind me, so I'm gonna empty this one out. You can also drink this cold. This would be a great place right now if you wanted to go ahead and add your herbs, spices, and maple to make a cold latte and put it over ice, but I want it hot today, okay? Let me grab my steamed milk here. Okay. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of maple because I want just like a little bit of sweetness, but if you don't want the sugar, you can definitely add a couple drops of stevia. Now I'm gonna add turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, all great for fighting inflammation. I love cinnamon because it's really great for cholesterol and blood pressure. And then I have a pinch of black pepper I'm gonna add in here. And why am I adding black pepper to this? Well, the black pepper is really important because it really helps our bodies absorb the turmeric. So anytime you're cooking with turmeric, always add a little bit of black pepper, okay? All right, where's my lid? We're gonna do a little blend here. Okay, this is the fastest way to make a steamed turmeric latte. So amazing if you're feeling under the weather, or you feel like you're having an immune challenge. It's also really great for gut health. But this is a perfect way to start the morning. So for me, morning routine is really important to me. So I get up in the morning and before I dry brush, like I said, I drink a big glass of water and then I go straight in to my latte. Delicious. Okay, here we go. Let's jump into this breakfast salad. A little backstory on this breakfast salad. I put it on the menu at my restaurant in Manhattan Beach, the Source Cafe, about a year ago, and it stuck. I love a salad for breakfast because I can get all of my veggies in, protein and healthy fats. I tend to eat high protein, high fat, and a ton of fiber when I'm not feeling great to give my body a little bit of a break for digesting the food. So the base of this is going to be our sweet potatoes. Okay, so let's jump into our sweet potatoes here. I've already got them all cut. Now you can use white sweet potatoes or orange sweet potatoes, does not matter. I'm gonna do a nice big drizzle of oil and then I'm gonna add paprika and let's do a little bit of salt and pepper. And don't really need to measure, just a little pinch of each is fine. Okay, let me just toss these and we're gonna roast these at 375 for about 45 minutes. Throw these guys on here. And I want these to get nice and caramelized. Okay, I'm gonna throw these in the oven. All right, now let's make our eggs. So I am going to make a 3-egg scramble. Okay, pinch of salt and pinch of pepper, and do a little whisk. And definitely needs a little bit of green. So I'm just gonna grab a couple pieces of cilantro and dill. I love dill in my eggs, obsessed with dill in my eggs. It really adds a nice zing. Okay, and I'm gonna give this a rough chop and add that right to my eggs. Okay, give it a little whisk. Oh my gosh, the dill. Obsessed, so good. Okay, let's turn on our burner here and get these eggs going. All right, I'm gonna do medium heat and I'm gonna add a little bit of oil and I've already got some sweet potatoes roasted, nice and caramelized. And I'm gonna do, I don't know, a nice handful here. I want my pan pretty hot with the oil and the sweet potatoes and I'm gonna let this go for just about a minute before I add my eggs. I don't wanna add my eggs to a cold pan because they'll get really runny. So it's really important to have your pan hot, the sweet potatoes hot, and then we'll add our eggs, okay? All right, so while that's heating up, I get my bowl ready for our salad. The thing about breakfast salads too is it's a great way to use any of your meal prep that maybe has, I don't know, is going south or it needs to be used from the night before. I like to add roasted vegetables. If you caught episode 1, I made broccoli rice and I made a Buddha bowl. So what's really delicious in my eggs in the morning is I'll add a little broccoli rice, I'll add a little bit of the squash, any vegetables in the fridge, basically, you can add in. And like, what a great way to start your morning off is to get in your greens and your veggies, right? All right, here we go. That's looking great. My pan is hot. Those potatoes are looking nice and caramelized. And now we're gonna add our eggs. This is gonna happen really quickly. I don't want overcooked eggs. Okay, I've got my spatula here. And really, I keep stirring my eggs really quickly. Now here's the key for me, not to make over scrambled, overcooked eggs. Turn off the heat now when it's about medium and they're still runny, and your pan is still hot so you can continue to cook your eggs. Okay, that's perfect. That's about a medium to medium well egg, and like I said, they'll continue to cook in the pan. Oh my gosh, that looks, I'm so excited. That looks amazing. Okay, let's assemble this baby. All right, so I'm gonna put a big handful of baby greens here. Then I'm gonna add our eggs and the potatoes. See how nice these eggs look? They're a little runny. I mean, the worst is having overcooked dry eggs. Okay, so I've got my greens. Now I'm gonna add a handful of broccoli sprouts. Now broccoli sprouts I chose to introduce these today. I don't think they're a fan favorite of many people, but this is a really easy way to get your sprouts in. Really great for fighting inflammation, great for immunity. They're basically a superfood and great for digestive health, which is so important. And we'll get into more about digestive health and gut health on the next episode. I'm gonna add some avocado because I always have to have avocado, healthy fat. We have more protein here, really great for brain health, and it's a low inflammatory food. And I'm gonna just slice this like this and scoop my avocado right underneath the skin and make some nice slices here. Perfect. And put this like this. Now to finish this, I'm gonna put a little bit of Maldon sea salt and some sumac. So sumac is a shrub from the Middle East, and at my restaurants we are obsessed with sumac. We put sumac on everything. It has a lemony flavor. It really adds the best zing. You can put it on your avocado toast, on your soups, on fish, and we're gonna put a lot of it. We're gonna put another sprinkle here. People always ask for more. It's delicious. You'll see the lemon really brings out the flavor of the egg with the paprika and the sweet potato and the avocado. It's delicious. Okay, so this is our breakfast bowl, but hold on. Let me add some more dill because I have to have extra dill. This really makes it. And this is a great way too to get rid of any extra herbs in the fridge. So if you have parsley or basil, whatever, mint, you can toss that right on top and then you're getting all that freshness. Okay. All right, so here's our breakfast salad. This is a perfect meal for fighting inflammation. It goes beautifully with our turmeric latte. The next I'm gonna show you is I wanna show you one of my favorite immune boosting elixirs made with Manuka honey. Now, all honey is not created equally. And this Manuka honey, it's from New Zealand. There's tons of different brands. This is not the brand I'm sold on. You can find whatever Manuka honey, whatever you do, look at the UMF. The higher the UMF number, the higher quality and the more potent the compounds in the honey are, okay? There's so many benefits of Manuka honey. It actually has the highest antioxidant value. It also has great antiviral properties. So I'm gonna show you what I take when I'm starting to fight a cold and feeling run down. First, I wanna show you a hack. It's one of my other favorite hacks in the kitchen is how to clean ginger. So I'm going to cut off the end here, and with the spoon, instead of using a peeler or a knife, you can kind of just peel the skin like this. It's so easy. And ginger and garlic are gonna go in this honey, and you're probably like, that's weird. And it is a little weird, but both of these have antiviral, antibacterial properties, and it's hard to get raw garlic in. So the honey's gonna hide this. So I'm gonna cut this into small little pieces because we're gonna actually mix it into the honey. So let me just slice this. And I'm actually gonna slice our garlic also. I learned this from one of my naturopaths years ago and became hooked. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our garlic and our ginger and we're gonna put it in our Manuka honey. So I'm gonna scrape out our honey here. And it's really important that you find a high quality honey. If you can't find Manuka, you can also use a raw local honey. That's really powerful. But I don't suggest using anything that's not raw. I would definitely highly recommend using raw honey. And you know, one thing that people always ask me is, you know, could I heat this up? Well, when you heat up the Manuka honey, it kills all the yummy properties. So definitely important to keep it raw. Okay, so I'm adding the garlic and the ginger right into the honey, just like this. Look at this, you guys. I know this is kind of weird. It might take a minute to get used to, but the honey hides it. So what I do when I'm feeling sick is I will walk by my little bowl here and I'll take a tablespoon in the morning and at night. And you know what? The honey really hides the garlic and the ginger flavor. And so you can just take a spoonful like this and get in there. I'm not gonna do it right now, the whole spoonful, but it's amazing. You will feel so strong and powerful. So this is a really great thing to have on deck when you're not feeling great. You've got your creamy turmeric latte. We've got our amazing breakfast salad. And then you've got your Manuka honey garlic ginger elixir. And another little tip for the garlic, ginger, and honey is if you want to add this to the blender with a little water, cold water or cold coconut water, you can blend it and take it as a shot if you can't stomach chewing the raw garlic. It's hard for some people. So that is another little tip. So I hope you got inspired and learned immune boosting tools today. Take care of yourself, your mind, your body, and your soul. And if you have any comments, I love connecting with you guys. And subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be a part of this Wholicious journey with me and part of my vision for a healthy, happier life. And remember, healthy is the new sexy. I'll see you next time. Bye.